All right. Good morning, you guys. This is Barefoot Bodyweight Conditioning. I'm trainer Lindsay. If you're watching this on demand, well done. Logging in at your own time on your own space. We're going to get started down on the floor. We have a 10-minute warm up. So grab a leg, any leg, and we're just going to start with our calf massage. We're going to do a little bit of an abbreviated foot massage today. We're going to do calf and foot and toes, and then we're going to do some. We'll do both legs, calf, foot, toes, and then we're going to come up and do some hip circles, knee circles. Our theme today is circles. So you'll see a lot of exercises. We're going to do some spins. We're going to make ourselves a little bit dizzy today and see how that feels. We have some squats. We're going to play around a little bit like airplanes. You guys know I like to play. I work with kids a lot. I think it's just fun to be a little childlike and whimsical. So we're going to try that. We're going to try some ballet moves. We have a little fifth position, some pirouettes, some different things. So definitely a varied class. So get in there on your calves. I like to use my thumbs, smushing them all in. Welcome everybody coming in. And just if you've got a tight spot, you can work on that. But if your calves are feeling all right, let's come on down to the bottom of our feet. And I'm just going to take my fist and start to massage down in my foot. And these are kind of my two big places, my calves and my feet. If you have your ankles, the top of your foot, something that needs a little bit of love, go ahead and do that. For me, my arch has been super sore lately. I don't know what I did. Maybe all that walking trick-or-treating or something, who knows. And I'm going to use my fingers then on the ball of my foot at the base of my toes and push on that meaty part of my foot. Who came in there? We got Allie in the house, Mary M, Mary N, the two Marys, Lorraine and Lorena this morning. Good morning. Liz is here, Carrie's here, Michelle, Lenny, Alicia, Val, Kathy, Pam, there you are. Good morning. And I'm going to use my thumbs, you guys, also down in my heels a little bit, just pushing around on the meaty part of my heel there, and then kind of around the back of my heel because that feels good for me. But whatever feels good on your feet. I kind of just grab my heel sometimes, use a little friction to warm it up. Then I'm going to get into my toe gymnastics. So grabbing my toes, big toe, second toe, forward and back. And then my next toes, forward and back. Letty, welcome. Good morning. And just working down my toes, giving them a little bit of love and spreading them apart. And Linda and Janelle. And then you guys know how much I like pushing my fingers in between my toes. So I just kind of get them in there. Man, they are tight today. Pushing those fingers in here. And just kind of holding and squeezing. I just come on down. Perfect. Yep. So trainer Janelle just here for the massage. It is a great combo to do the 30 and 30 from 6 to 6:30. And then do the massage and the warm up of barefoot. Makes a great kind of 40-minute deal. At 45 minutes, if you have it, is lovely. All right, you guys, let's move on to this other leg. So just get into that calf and give it some love. Now, I'm kind of a digger. Some people like to sort of rolling pin using their thumbs, pushing up and down. Cheryl's here as well. Good morning, Cheryl. Nice to see you. So whatever feels good here on your legs. And you can just find it's funny, right? From week to week, day to day, something happens and you get a little sore. I always think too, don't forget these muscles down kind of the outside of your lower leg, the outside of your calf. All right, Cassie's here. Welcome. Who else came in? Kathy W's here. Kathy K's here. All right, last couple good bits of love on the calf. We'll move down to the bottom of our foot. Oh, I just can't get enough of that calf. I could do that all day. Hand in a fist, down to your arch. All right, gang, we're coming in strong. I like it. 26 in the house right now. People keep rolling in. That's awesome. Oh, so getting in the arch there, I kind of just use my knuckle and I'm kind of moving up and down here. Who was that who just rolled in? As you guys come in, when your cameras are off, you sit at the bottom. And then when your video comes on, it kind of plugs you in on my screen. So that's why you see me looking all around sometimes. Who did I just see? Welcome. Oh, Megan, there you go. That was you. Perfect. Nice to see you. And then taking your fingers, your thumbs down to the ball of your foot, pressing at the base of your toes. Sometimes it feels good to kind of get your thumb in between each of your toes down at the base there. And maybe onto the pads of your toes. Just give them a little squeeze there. And down to your heel. And around the outside of your heel. And friction will do good work too, right? Like you can think about massaging, getting deep on those muscles. And sometimes just the nice, quick, lighter movement gets a little bit of blood flowing out on the surface, warms up your feet with friction. It's kind of a nice thing to do. All right, we're gonna sit back on our bum here and we're gonna do some circles with our feet. So just going up, choose one direction. So like I said, today's class is a little bit whimsical and playful. Our goal, our theme is circles. So you'll see it pop up a lot. So working on our ankle and foot circles here, switch directions. Take it around and you might hear a bit of cracking and things working. That's all right. Hopefully it's not too sore. If you've rolled your ankle recently, it could be a little sore, but some of this movement might be really good for your ankle, something gentle to move it around. And we're going to stand up, team, and we're going to take our circles to our knees and our hips and then our torso. So go ahead, see if you can stand up, no hands. Maybe you go crisscross, maybe you roll your feet to the side. Get yourselves on up here. And we're going to take feet together, hands on our knees, and circle around here. So we'll go both directions and just circling. And Pam's here. Her kids were on the Nordic team in town. This is something I always see the Nordic athletes, our cross-country skiers in town do, warming themselves up. And I had a yoga teacher once. She said her yogi guru, who was, 101 or something, he said he did these every day, keeping his joints loose. Let's go other direction here. So my feet are flat down on the ground. If I can get back where you see my feet. My feet are flat, my knees are moving, and it's kind of a different direction for our knees, right? Our knees don't do this sideways move very much. They usually are really just going forward and backwards. So nice to loosen up knees. And then take your feet a little bit wider and we'll just take it to some hip circles. So thinking about your feet still, I want you pressing your feet into the ground, right? We're barefoot in this class for a reason. And I want you pushing all 10 toes into the ground. So kind of feel your toes gripping the ground to help you keep your balance. Because you're going to need that as we start to spin a little bit and do some moves. Go ahead and take it the other direction. You're going to want to come back to this flat foot down on the ground, gripping the ground, holding your balance. Couple more in this direction. Then we're going to take it to what I call torso circles. It's kind of a willpower move. So you guys watch here. I'm going to put my hands up on my ears and I'm going to take one elbow down to the side, roll it around forward. My back is flat. Lift my other elbow up to the sky and come up. So down, forward, and around. And as this starts to feel good, take it a little quicker. This one is meant to make you a little bit dizzy. So if you can keep your eyes forward, helps a little more control, feels maybe a little more comfortable. And as you go here, as you want to go a little faster, let your head drop down, your eyes come back behind you. You'll feel yourself getting a little dizzy. Let's go for 2 more here. Around and up. 1 more, around and up. Hold it up and set your eyes on something not moving. You might feel yourself kind of continue to feel dizzy, feel like you're moving. Let's go the other way. Down, forward, lift that elbow up. So you're dropping your elbow, one elbow to the sky. Reach forward with your head, turn a little so you get a little bit of a twist in your spine here. And then as you feel comfortable, start to go a little faster and maybe drop a little bit lower here. And this is where that gripping your toes to the ground comes into play, right? As you start to feel wobbly, as you go upside down, it might not feel super comfortable. So using your feet, knowing you have something planted. Let's go 2 more here. Down and around and up. Down and around, hold it up. And focus on something that's not moving. Perfect. Let's just take our feet, extend that little foot warm up, get the ball of your foot, bottom of your foot warmed up. So I'm spreading out my toes, lifting my heel, pressing into the ball of my foot. Good, and then leave the weight on your foot and bring your weight to the base of your big toe, base of your pinky toe, bringing it in. Man, my big toe is really sore. I have kind of a bunion thing, gets all wonky sometimes. Ooh. All right, let's go to the other side. Lift and lower. Feel the bottom of your foot stretch as your knee comes up. Stretching and stretching. Good, my toes are spread. When I look down, I have space between most of my toes spread out on the floor. And then leave your knee up, your heel lifted, and roll inside and outside. And just feeling the meat. That's called your landing pad in willpower, right? When we land on the ball of our foot. It takes a lot of the brunt of our weight. A lot of times we do that tapping to plump it up. This is kind of that warm up for it today, getting it ready to catch us in our lunges and our jumps. All right, team, we're ready to get into it here. We're going to go squat, 180 jumps, squat, 180 jumps the other way. You ready for it? Here we go. Let me get my timer on. That is our 10-minute warm up. Done and dusted, 5 seconds. We go 30 seconds for everything here. Feet under your hips, down and up, down and up. See if you can lift your toes. So I know I said press your toes to the floor, but when we squat, to help you get your weight back, see if you can lift toes up off the ground. Ball of your foot still down, but toes lifted up. Good, 10 more seconds here. Decide which direction you're gonna jump. We're gonna try to do a 180 to face backwards and a 180 to face forward. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, jump it up, jump it back to the front. See if you can stick your landing. So no wobbles on the landing. When you come around, 2 feet land, you're bendy on the landing. You can come up and rotate on the ball of your foot, rotate on the ball. This set, you would rotate on the same foot each direction. So like for me, you're going to the right, you're coming back around, to the right, back around. 3, 2, 1, we take it back to squats. So remember which direction you were jumping. We'll do it the other way on the next set. Down low, press high, low and high. Good. Nice, and my hands kind of just normally come front and back. You could keep hands on hips. You could do the willpower pressing here with your arms. 5 seconds, team. Ready to spin, ready to fly. Let's do it. Down, jump it up, jump it up. You can come up, get your heel off the ground, rotate and rotate. You don't have to leave the ground if you don't want to. 17 seconds still to go. Halfway here. Yeah, good. Nice, team. So changing up where we're looking, what we're doing, getting all that fluid in our ears, used to moving around. Last time, bring it to the front. We squat, down and up, down and up. So 30 seconds here. Then we're going to take it to some leg rainbows. Leg rainbows to the front, leg rainbows to the back. We have 10 more seconds of squatting. You could be jumping these. If you want a little higher intensity, you could always take it to a jump. If you want that, 3, 2, let's stand on your left leg, lift your right leg up. And this is our balance set. So heart rates come up, and then we're gonna do dynamic balance. So out to the side, tap it down, up and over. You could hold onto a wall or a chair here. This is where those toes, stretching, reaching, pressing into the ground, really come into play. Up, use your tummy muscles here to crunch and pull and hip flexors to get that foot up. Let's switch legs. Other side, rainbow and rainbow. We have 30 seconds here. Then we'll take it 30 seconds to the back, each leg. Then we're gonna be an airplane. We're gonna kind of play like kids a little bit, team. My dad is here, Tucker's in the house, Big Tuck. He loves airplanes. He's that guy who can hear an airplane in the sky and be like, oh yeah, that's a such and such kind of plane, right? See it way up there and be able to tell. Switch legs, lean forward a touch, take it to the back. This one is awkward, right? This one, my range of motion is much different. I can't cross over as well. So do what you can. Try to keep your hips pretty steady. You'll see mine turn, but I'm not just rotating here. That's really sore on my knee when my foot is planted and my hips twist a lot. So just balancing, lifting to the back here. 3, we're gonna change legs and take it to the other side. Squeezing your booty. This is a booty, hamstring, low back here. You lift as high as you can, right? If your leg doesn't come off the ground, maybe it stays on the floor and your big toe makes a rainbow on the ground here, right? Maybe you can lift it up. All right. Squeezing to get up. Feel your booty. All right, team. Airplane arms out. I want you to choose a way. We're going in circles like an airplane. Cruising around, a big circle, a small circle. It's only 30 seconds, and then we'll switch directions. You're going to get dizzy. You're up on your toes. You've got one arm down, one arm up to the sky. If I look at the ground, I get more dizzy. If I look forward, I feel a little better. You could even make some zooming noises, right? Vroom, zoom. Cruising around. 3, 2, we're going to change directions. Other side down, other direction, and moving. So, feels silly, right? But think of what you're working. You're bending forward. Your back is working. Your side waist is supporting you. Your shoulders are getting good work. We're up on our toes. Instead of just jogging forward and backwards, we have our airplane circles here. If you have a big space, use a lot of space. 9 seconds to go here. Then we're going to become gliders. And I'll show you what I mean here. Bring it back to the circle, to the center. 3, 2, 1. We're going to zoom up and down. I want you to be a glider here. I want you to catch the wind and zoom and up and down. So really we're squatting. We're doing kind of a little arm raise, and you could move forward with it. You could stay in one spot. You could cruise around, up and down. My hands are kind of turning, thumb up, thumb down as I squat, down and up. Our airplane arms. All right, let's take it into some ballet. Bring your feet to 5th position. My heel is by my toe. And let's go this way. Point out, bring your foot behind you. Point it out, bring it back. I'm pushing and pulling my foot. I want my foot to get a little massage on the ground. And I'm pushing with my legs, pulling. Outer hip, inner hip. Push and pull. We're gonna switch sides here. Take the other foot to the front. Other foot starts to move out and in. This is our dynamic balance here. A little bit easier because that foot is on the floor. We've done these, I think, where we lift, but I want you to have that resistance on the ground, right? It's like I'm moving my foot through peanut butter or something, pushing, pulling, moving it. We're going to take it to that airplane glider one more time, up and down. Airplane arms out. Maybe this is more ballet for you, right? Maybe something feels a little graceful. You're up, I'm up on my toes, I'm down here. So maybe come up, flap your wings. Maybe this is Swan Lake for you. Here we go, down and up and down. Up on your toes, lift your heels. Big stretch, low to the ground. Up and down. Team, we're gonna take our feet. Let's go to that tendu again. One more time here. 5th position ballet, out and in, out and in. So this class kind of is rolling one exercise to the next. There's no set break. So grab water if you want. We have 11 more minutes in class. Like this would be a great exercise to have your water on the next set. If you need a little drink, 5 more seconds here. We'll go to the other side, pointing, right? Really flexing the bottom of your foot. Let's switch legs here. Set that foot that was moving. Bring the other one out. Push and pull. Push and pull. And really thinking your toes, the bottom of your foot gets that arch, that C shape, that rainbow as it pushes out. And then it comes back to flat. So we're strengthening our feet here. Strengthening our standing leg. All right, team, we're going to take it wide to a sumo squat here. Big, wide stance. Bring it low, and I want you to lift one heel. Just one heel. My hips don't move. Put your hands on your hips. Feel that your hips aren't coming up and down. It's just that heel. So now this is flexion and movement, mobility in our ankle here while strengthening our legs. Let's switch sides. Down and up and down. Lifting. Good. Thanks, team. No worries, Megan. Great to see you. Always, you guys, right? Come to class for as much as you can. Now, palms forward, hands behind your thighs. We're going to reach down to one side, back toward your calf. And reaching. If that doesn't feel good, you can stand up and be straighter legs. But we're working quads. We're working side waist here. Down and up. Team, how's your cartwheel? I said we'd get whimsical. If you want a cartwheel, this is where we do it. Otherwise, do some jumping jacks here. 30 seconds, jumping jacks, and we come back to that sumo, or give it a cartwheel. Get yourself upside down, flip it in a circle. Do we have any kids in the house? Yes, I knew Cheryl would be in. We got a couple people going for the cartwheel, right? Now the cartwheel challenge. I always go right hand first. Can you go your non-dominant hand down first? All right, we have 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to that sumo. Bring it here. Now, 2 heels are going to lift, and I'm going to clap. Down, heels up, heels down. Really messing with balance here, right? If you need to keep hands out, if you need to hold on to something, heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down. Good. Staying low, hips not moving. We have these, we have those side bends. We're going to try some cartwheels. Again, team. Up and down. Set your feet, hands behind your thighs. Reach down and down and down. Cool, legs are burning, team. That's on purpose. All right, stay low. Stay with me. 19 seconds here. Then we'll do cartwheels or jumping jacks. So we're just kind of playing with heart rate, playing with movements, right? Planes of movement. Maybe some movements you don't do if you went upside down in the cartwheel. 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. You could take it to jumping jacks. You can go for the cartwheel. You could just go down and maybe lift a leg up to the sky, right? To get yourself upside down. If you don't go upside down very often, try something different. Challenge yourself. My challenge is a cartwheel on the side that I don't usually cartwheel. It's that hand that feels awkward to go down. Team, 7 seconds. Everybody's moving. Everybody's challenging. Good, 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 good. Keep it going there. 3, 2, 1. We're going to try another spin, a pirouette. Foot to the side. Bend your legs. Come up on your toe. See if you can get around. Now, you might just kind of come up here and step it, or see if you can get a spin. Starting with your foot out to the side. Maybe it's bent. Use your arms for momentum. I can only get about 3/4 of the way. So that's my goal, to see if I can get all the way and stick my landing. Okay, remember which way you spun, because we'll go the opposite way next time. Take your feet wide, face forward, side lunge here. Feet are flat. Get your heart rate down. Get yourself settled. We're going to do the pirouettes to the other side here in 15 seconds. So stretching inner leg, pushing with your quads. One leg bends, one leg straight. Press, press. 5 seconds here.
Can you move your camera down to show where your toes are pointing?
And here we go. Uh-oh. Yes. My parents, they don't know. Use the chat box. It'll be easier that way. All right. Foot out. Come up and pirouette and down. And maybe you just come up on your toe and come up here and circle around. So maybe the spinning, like spinning's hard on carpet, right? It feels like I'm going to get a little bit of a carpet burn on my foot. Spin and down, spin and down. Good. Oh, they want to see my toes. Copy, copy, copy. It's hard, right? I'm so tall. I don't want to cut my head off. I'm not really very tall. All right, team. Come back here to that side to side lunge. Side to side lunge. Good. Yeah, yoga mats. Yoga mats are tricky for pirouettes for sure. And bare feet on a wood floor is also pretty sticky. So we're not dressed for ballet, but just a fun way to mix it up. Team, we're going into a big crescendo. I love this move. I find it very powerful. So I want you to bend. Let's bend your right leg and press yourself up for balance. drop it down low, press up high. You have this moment of falling, right? A free fall. I want you to feel that. Press your toes to the floor, catch with your toes, press up off your toes. It's toe heel, heel lifts, then toe presses. Down and up. Hold it up on the next one. Hold it. Take it to tree pose. You could be big toe on the floor, calf. If you want to bring that foot all the way up, your leg is powerful, pressing in together here. Really pressing. A little hamstring strength, but my foot is going to leave a mark on my leg. So wherever you're at, 10 seconds here, balancing. You could close your eyes. You could look up. Makes it a little more challenging. All right, team, we're going to take it crescendo to the other side. So your left leg is going to bend, come up. Here we go. Down and up, down and up. Oh gosh, my toes folded over there. Come up, down. Have that moment of balance. Inner leg to squeeze your legs together. That free fall on the way down and up. Press up. Catch yourself. Let's go for 2 more. Down and up. Hold the next one here. Hold it up and find your tree. Turning your leg. It's your femur in your hip socket here. Big toe on the floor, calf, all the way up. And your foot is above your knee. Don't use your knee. Sometimes your knee kind of has that mound and your foot wants to sit there. It puts pressure on your knee going out. Don't do that. Go calf. Use the meaty part of your calf if you need it, or up here. Couple more breaths there. All right, we got a little lunge series. Bring that foot down. Let's take that foot forward and up, down and up. When you bring it up, I want you to bring your heel towards your bum. Lunge, up, lunge, up. That gets hamstring. That pull up with your heel works the bottom of your leg. We're going to do these lunges and take it to a warrior 3. 3, 2, hold that foot up, extend your arms, extend your leg, come forward. If it feels better here with your hands back, go there. And we're just going to hold for 30 seconds. Reaching, then we'll lunge on the other side. We'll hold warrior on the other side. And then we have a couple of jumps still to come. 7 seconds here. Squeezing your back body, squeezing your arms, your shoulders, working. Come on up. Switch legs, other leg forward. Pull that heel to your bum. Down and up. My arms kind of naturally are going into runner's arms. Opposite arm and leg. Whatever feels good here. Some people, arms out for balance, but pulling, right? We lunge a lot. We know that motion. I want your focus on the pull up, the lift. 5 seconds here. We're going to hold it up. Go to warrior. 3, 2, hold this one up. Extend your arms, extend your leg, reach out. For me, my back gets sore sometimes with my arms overhead. It's a little too much. So I like this arms back, palms to the floor, and I can squeeze my shoulder blades together. 13 more seconds here, team. We're going to take it into some jumps, some frog jumps and bear crawls. We have 2 minutes left in class. We're going to just pump the heart rate up a little here. Ready for jumps. A little bit whimsical, feet wide, knees out, down low, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. You could do a low squat to a heel raise. Down, up, or it's this light little jump. Think about frogs, how kind of slimy, bendy they are. They don't make a noise when they land. Were you guys here in class when I could hear a frog ribbiting in my house? And it was in my plants down by my back door this summer. Take it down to all fours. We're going to go be a bear now. So all fours, lift your knees up, bear crawl, up on your toes, up on your hands. You could do this on a wall, right? You could bear crawl down into a squat on a wall, and you could bear crawl back up again. You could do it just in the air here if you wanted to do that, or we're down low. 3, 2, we bring it back to frogs. Bring it back in. Wide squat, knees out, ribbit, ribbit, rivet. You don't have to make the noise, but it sure does make it more fun, I think. Booty low, booty low, booty low. My elbows are inside my knee. Bye, Lorraine. Great to see you. Team commitment in the house, right? Down and up. 3, 2, 1. Last set of bear crawls here, team. Bring it down. So I go opposite knee, opposite hand. When I walk, some people I've seen do same leg, same arm. That kind of makes me lift my hips a little, and I don't like that as much. I like to try to keep my back flat, my knees close to the ground. Let's take it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come on up. And team, that is, 7:01, just flipped over to 7:01 on my clock. Maybe you want a little side to side lunge. Maybe you're heading on to 7:05 class. Maybe you have to jet to get started with your day. So team, a little bit different there. We kind of went just move to move to move to move to move. Not a lot of break. Felt a lot more 30 and 30 style for sure. But we mixed it up, right? If you don't spin very much, challenge yourself to get upside down, to turn your head around, right? Do a movement that you're not as comfortable with. Great to see everybody. Thank you very much. If you took the on-demand, well done. I'm impressed. Everybody, Linda, Lenny, Mary, Amanda, Kathy W, Kathy K, Alicia, Melody and Tucker, Mary, Lorena, Lorraine. It was a great crew team. Good to see you all. All right. So Melody, sorry, you wanted to see my feet on the pirouettes?
The reason I did is I didn't know if your feet were straight ahead or pointed out a little.
Okay.
All the moves. It just
perfect. Yeah, it's hard. I have just enough space to put my body right back by the couch to get my whole body. So yeah. Sometimes that's why I'm like a little bit. Yeah, good feedback. I'll try to make sure you guys can see my feet or cue you.
Okay. I'm just waiting for the grandson to appear.
Julie and Grammy wants to say hi. Yay, Cheryl, I'm glad you did cartwheels. I was like, who's going to do them? Somebody will. Perfect. Yep. Yeah, right. Cartwheels in the house. I know. I was like, if I knock my water over on the table, I'm going to be so mad at myself. At least it's water. Perfect. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye, Mary. Bye, Letty.